let's cut the chase, ladies and gentlemen. In the final revelation of Allah, or better still, the only revelation of Allah, Jesus Christ had a replica, and his name was Isa. Now, these two men are definitely not the same persons because what the Bible records of Jesus and the Quran of Isa shows they are two different people. They are not one and the same. Now, let's look at the differences between them. First and foremost, death. In the Bible, Jesus Christ was recorded to have died on the cross, and that death on the cross is the crux or is the reason we have Christianity today. Because if Jesus Christ had not died and risen from the dead, there will be no Christianity. But in Islam, Jesus Christ did not die. Rather, Allah made the people to believe that Isa died. Meanwhile, he replaced Isa with someone else in the Quran. And as such, if we are to go by that story, Christianity will be meaningless. We have no spine, has no vine. Because, like I said earlier, the trust of the religion Christianity is based on the fact that Jesus Christ came, Jesus Christ died on the cross, and Jesus Christ resurrected and ascended to heaven. But it's not the same with Islam. The Bible went on to tell us of how Thomas doubted Jesus after he had resurrected. Because the first two times Jesus Christ visited the disciples after his resurrection, Thomas was not around. And they kept telling Thomas that Jesus Christ came. And Thomas would be like, no, don't joke with me. Don't play on my intelligence. Jesus Christ died. I saw him dead. But the day Jesus Christ would appear and Thomas was around, the first thing Jesus Christ said to him was, Thomas, touch my side, the very side a Roman soldier pierced him with a sword. Thomas, touch my hands, the very places the nails of the Roman soldiers pierced through when he was crucified. This is a stark contrast from what the Quran says. Secondly, let's look at the mothers of these two men. Why the mother of Jesus Christ is Mary and the mother of Isa is Miriam, which is, of course, an Islamic version of Mary. The maternal grandfather of these two men are definitely two different people. Mary had a father named Eli, while the father of Miriam was Imran in the Quran. These are two different people. If they were to have the same mother, maternal grandfather of these two men would be the same. But no, these two women did not have the same grandfather. Secondly, Mary got married to Joseph. As a matter of fact, she was betrothed at the time she became pregnant of Jesus Christ. But the Quran never recorded that Miriam went on to marry Joseph. No. As a matter of fact, in the Quran, it looked like Mary gave birth to Jesus and Jesus only. But the Bible recorded that Jesus Christ had other brothers. Even the Jews in the Quran and the Bible mentioned it. This not the capital son, whose brother is Simon and the rest of them. Well, that was when the Jews were actually debating or trying to argue with them among themselves. Why would this guy be acting as if he had the Messiah? So clearly, if you look at both books, Isa and Jesus definitely had different version of Mary's as mother. Thirdly, let's consider the gospel or the message both men preached. Thank God for the Bible that recorded virtually almost everything Jesus Christ taught while he was on earth. The good news. Until today, Jesus Christ is still going about winning souls for the kingdom of God. There are so many testimonies in the Middle East and other areas around the world where people just still come out to say Jesus came to them in their dreams, Jesus came to them in visions, Jesus came to them in one form or the other, and Jesus preached to them and they became born again. But in the case of the Quran, Isa had no message to preach to the people. Every message of Isa is lost to the Quran. The only message we have of Isa is when he is going to come back as predicted. Of course, Jesus Christ is also going to come back in the Bible, but what they will be doing are also different things. They are also different things. And that leads us to the fourth difference. Their return. Jesus Christ, the Bible recorded, is going to come like the sun, like a thief in the night. He's going to appear in the skies, blow the trumpet, and everybody that believes in him will be resurrected or will be taken away to heaven in what is referred to as the rapture in the Bible. But in the case of the Quran, Isa is going to come back and Isa is going to fight the enemies of God. And that includes the beast. Two different things. Jesus Christ is going to come back in a peaceful manner, take what belongs to him, and leave. While Isa is going to come back to wield the sword. So, invariably, Isa is also not a man of peace. Isa is also a man of war, while Jesus is a man of peace at all times. Two big differences. Now, let us also look at this last difference, the prophecy. Everything about Christ was prophesied in the Bible, from the book of Genesis down to Malachi. You'll find a whole lot of prophecies of Jesus Christ in there, starting from um, his birth, circumstances surrounding his birth, his growth, his ministry, and even his death. There is even a chronological order of how Jesus Christ was going to die in the prophets. But there's no such thing of the prophet Isa anywhere. Of course, how can that be when the Quran was revealed to just one person in one place, in one location? But in the case of the Bible, so many men wrote these scriptures according at different times and different locations. Yet they could tally. They could tell us who Christ is and how Christ will die and the message Christ was going to preach. And Christ fulfilled all of those prophecies, except for um, and Christ fulfilled all of those prophecies. But there's no such thing with regards to the prophet Isa. So basically, they are two different persons. They are two different persons. Oh, and one more thing, salvation. The mode at which these men are going to save people are definitely different. Why Jesus Christ died on the cross to save people over 2,000 years ago, the prophet Isa is still going to come at a later date to save people that are belonging to God. And of course, like I said earlier, he's going to wield a sword to do that. But that is not the case of Christ. Christ had died to save people 2,000 years ago. Christ has been saving people from over 2,000 years now. But Isa is still going to come to save people. Need I say more? No, definitely these two people are two different men. And from the way I see it, and from the evidences before me, I would say the Prophet Muhammad tried as much as he could to copy or create a replica of Jesus Christ, but yet he failed woefully at doing that. Isa is a poor replica of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Now, if you have not liked this video, you have not subscribed to this channel, do so right away. And let me know what you think of what I've said in the comment section. I'll be waiting for you right there. Thank you. And of course, always watch out for these videos because a lot of information is coming and they are always going to be home fresh from the laboratory of God. Stay blessed.